Those decrepit basking fools in Arcades tie my hands, and look what happens. I tell you, this country's obstinacy knows no bounds.
The insurgents in Rabanasta operate alone at present. However, should they garner external support, the situation could worsen. We have found the counter-imperial elements in Bujerba to be conspicuously well-funded. No doubt Marquis Ondor is behind this. Ondor must be reined in.
By the way, the Marquis has written us a letter. He claims that he's recaptured our runaway. He's given him to Geese.
He will die by my hand.
Your fraternity is moving. Ah! Geese returns with Larsa. Tomorrow morning they will leave Bujerba. See him home safely, Gabranth. Now I'm expecting Dr. Cid. You may leave.
We must see the real thing, to be sure. Nabadis taught us much. Yes, it's well hidden. They'll be off chasing after shadows, the fools. Ah, yes. The reins of history back in the hands of man. Ah, Vane. You seem to be enjoying your job as consul.
I was kept waiting fully 2 years. What news of Arcades? Our honored members of the Senate?
Hard at work, as always, trying to find a dagger for your back.
They are welcome to try.
The prisoners, my lord!
Majesty.
After what you've done, how dare you? You're supposed to be dead.
Come now, come now. Have you forgotten your manners? This is hardly the courtesy due the late Princess Ashalia Benargin Dalmasca.
Princess?
To be sure, she bears no proof of her former station, no different than any mean member of the insurgents.
The Resistance.
His Excellency the Consul asks the Ministry of the dethroned royal family in restoring peace to Dalmasca. Those who foster instability and unrest, who claim royal blood without proof, they shall meet their fate at the gallows. There are no exceptions.
I will not play puppet to Vane.
King Ramanas entrusted me with a task. Should the time come, he bade me give you something of great importance. It is your birthright, the Dusk Shard. It will warrant the quality of her blood. Only I know where to find it.
Wait. You took my father's life. Why spare mine now? You would have me live in shame.
If that is your duty, yes.
Stop being so stubborn. Keep on like this and you're gonna get us all killed.
Don't interrupt.
What?
Vaughn, that stone.
It was in the palace treasure.
Well, well.
Splendid. You've brought the stone with you. This spares us a great deal of trouble.
Don't give it to him!
You have to promise. No executions.
A judge's duty is to the law. Take them away.
My lord.
Lady Ash is to be quartered separately. Vain Solidor, what fascination does this hold for you?
So you were carrying it all along? The Fate's jest?
Tell these fates of yours to leave me out.
Keep quiet!
There was nothing else that I could do. You know that.
Oh, I understand. Honor, duty, and all that. I still can't believe that was a princess.
I say keep quiet!
The Marquis has been busy.
Not lightly did I beg his aid. Listen, it's been a full 2 years. I alone have kept Her Majesty safely hidden. I doubted friend and foe alike. I could trust nobody.
You did your duty, and mine for me.
I'm getting her out. I need your help.
Of course.
Okay, we have found ourselves stuck on the Dreadnought Leviathan. Before we do anything, we've noticed that Vossler has been picked up as a temporary guest. Let's take a look at his stats. The attack power is reading kinda low, but his strength rating is really high. The attack power is kinda low. It's kind of deceiving because he's a very powerful character. All the things I said about Bosch earlier, about how he can really bash an enemy really hard if you put him in the front row and you let him hit things. Same thing is true for Vossler, only kind of like +1 because he is a really, really strong character, and he will just decimate anything that gets in his way if we let it happen.
Wait, a word of caution before we set out. See that red web of light spanning the passageway? It is a mechanism to detect intruders within the ship. Break one of those beams and an alarm will sound, summoning the guard. The alarm should cease after a time, but it's better to avoid drawing unnecessary attention. Come, Her Majesty awaits.
Okay, we were captured by the Imperials because, well, they wanted to... Oh, geez, maybe you should watch... Don't walk through these beams like Vossler said, because that'll cause problems. Now, the Marquis of Berjuba, this Andorra guy, appears to have sold us out. As soon as we ran into him, now we had sort of suspected that he would sort of favor our cause, because we have a lot of evidence to believe that he was in fact helping the resistance movement. And he did certain things like declare Bosch had been executed even though he hadn't. Am I ever going to be able to get through there? Come on now. Declaring Bosch had been executed even though he hadn't, in order to sort of save him, declaring that Princess Ash had commit suicide even though she hadn't, and as long as she was alive she was in danger because Arcadia would go and look for somebody to sort of legitimize their control over their country. Keep in mind, they never got the surrender that they never got an official they never got the official surrender because the king was killed. And although it allowed them to sort of take over the country without terms, it could potentially cause some issues with the people. Well, potentially, definitely cause issues with the people of Dalmasca, because it will never feel like their defeat was a legitimate loss. Okay, there's a lot of places I can go to here. Which one? I can go left or I can go right. I'm gonna go this way. So that's why the Empire, when they've captured her now, instead of immediately executing her, because they sort of know who she is, instead of immediately executing her, like the kind of way that you probably think that they would, they've gone and decided to try and use her to legitimize their occupation of Dalmasca. If she stands there and sort of tells the people to calm down and gives an air of legitimacy to their occupation, then it could potentially make things easier for them. She seems to be quite unwilling, but Vosh goes and says, I can help you out as long as, because her cooperating ensures that she stays alive. Vosh decides, like, okay, I'm going to go along with this then. And talks about this dusk shard that is a piece of magicite which will sort of give her the proof that she is a member of the royal bloodline. Now, it appears though this could potentially be this is the piece of goddess magicite that we had picked up back when we gained level. This could be the piece of magicite that Vaughn had stolen from the palace in Rabanastre in the beginning of the game. Didn't really seem like it was anything terribly important. It was just being used as an accessory of very limited usefulness. It's gone now because Geese took it. But it's something that reacts when in the presence of somebody with the royal bloodline. So that was basically the proof that Ash is who she says she is. And it's what she would have needed to reclaim the throne, because, I mean, I imagine the majority of the people living in Dalmasca had no idea what she looked like. And there were probably a number of people coming forward claiming to be the princess of the executed king, or the murdered king, kind of like the Russian Princess Anastasia back in the, was it 70s or something like that? Well, it would have been earlier than the 70s, maybe like the 50s or something. Hell, I don't know. Who cares? But I don't know my Russian history very well. But there are probably a number of people who would seek to claim to be the members of the royal family for whatever benefit that may get them. So they needed some sort of proof that she is who she says she is, and the goddess magicite is definitely that. Jeez, these guys are... Come on, kill it before it takes... I just realized that my gambits for Bosch are not set up very well. Party leader's target, nearest visible. Yeah, let's get him onto a... Well, HP less than 40, that seems like a good one. Because we don't want him to be spending a lot of time healing, we want him to be attacking more than healing. And since Vaughn's HP is so ridiculously low, it's a good time to heal him. That guy is an idiot if he didn't notice we were here. No treasure chest? Feels like there should be one down there. Yeah, the placement of them is sort of random, of course. Son of a bitch! Okay, we're gonna have to get into another fight here. Let's get ready for it. Okay, here we go. Take them down quick as they come. You don't want to get swarmed by them. Up here comes some more. Doesn't seem like a fair fight, does it? That little crystal-looking thing to the side is a sign that the enemy has a barrier up. So, physical attacks using anything other than a gun will do no... or do not do no damage, but do less damage.
Fear
Okay,
not their numbers. Take down the leaders and the others will follow.
Okay, now this is a boss battle. We're going to be fighting 2 judges, 3 swordsmen, and a magus. Magus. The 2 judges, was that, I guess Vossler's suggestion was that we take down the leaders, which would be the 2 judges, and the others will follow, but I found that it's actually easier to take out these guys first, because they're lower defense. You get rid of them that much quicker, and they're, although my party members seem to be willing to attack the judge, it's easier to kill the other guys. So once you eliminate them, they stop dealing out damage. It's easier to get rid of them, so it's easier in my mind. It may not actually be any easier, it's just a different strategy I have. One of the judges just went down, so we're... Okay, one of our characters is poisoned. We're actually doing pretty good, taking on most of the characters already. If I can get this guy down, and we just start focusing on that last judge, we should be good. Now, something that's not expressed too well in the game, or maybe it is, and I've just never noticed it. What the relationship is between the different types of judges. Now, we've met 2 judges so far, Judge Geese and Judge Gabranth, but here are these 2 other judges that clearly aren't either of those. There's a difference between the judges that we're fighting here and then the judge magistrates, the big, like, leader kinds that are the ones that go and that are like the leaders of the military that Balthier was referring to. These guys, I don't know what exactly their position is in the military, but they're more important than the average soldier, but less important than the judge magistrates. Victory fanfare! Yes, congratulations. Okay, we got the brig key. Now where's the... Oh, it's on the right. Hold on. Oh, some other people being held prisoner in here. Just some merchant that was imprisoned. Selling the same kind of crap that I could have gotten in Barjuba. So I'm not going to bother buying anything here. And we already have the map of the Leviathan. A systems access key. Sweet.
You are unharmed?
Vossler,
Majesty.
It's nothing. I'll be fine. You...
Come on, let's go. What are you waiting for? Panelo's still out there.
We should hurry. They won't be long.
We will talk later.
Okay, Ash has joined the party for the first time since the waterway. Now, it's a little different this time because she is no longer a guest party member. Vossler is still the guest party member. So, right now, Bosch is kind of encumbered by a few status ailments, so I'm going to swap him out for Ash. Let's take a look at her stats. Her strength is, I guess, fairly high, about equal to Balthier and Vaughn, even though she's a level higher, but lower than a character like Bosch and higher than Fran here. So she has a reasonably high strength stat, but her vitality is, well, it's decent enough. But anyway, she's a character that we're going to want to go and give a weapon that attacks based on strength, because she has high enough strength to make that worth it. But her defenses are going to end up not being extremely high, so she'll take damage faster than she can deal it.
Majesty, we will cut your path.
I will not place my trust in the sword of a traitor.
Yet trust his sword we must, traitor or no. I see no other way. We track back, commandeer a ship, and make our escape. Her Majesty cannot abide weakness, least of all in herself. We must make her confront the reality of our plight.
Anyway, we don't want to, right now she has a sword and a shield as a weapon, which is probably not the best weapon for her to be using. Oh, actually she has an outdated weapon too. Anyway, she's not going to be terribly useful in the fight, although she even has an outdated shield. So she's not going to be extraordinarily useful in this fight to get out of here. But it'll do well enough. Still fairly early in the game. Now, she doesn't right now trust Bosch, and why would you think she would? She's gone in... Ah, damn it, it's gonna be a bunch of fights. Why would she trust Bosch? Because as far as she knows, he's still the guy that went and... she doesn't have gambits set up. Why would she? As far as she knows, he is the guy that killed her father and is now just sort of pretending to... I don't know if she thinks he's pretending to support them or not, but she definitely doesn't think that he's a person that they should be trusting. So there's that problem. Now, Vossler had kind of the same thought. He was talking about how he couldn't afford to trust anybody during his time that he was keeping Ash safe. So that's why he had a lot of problems with trusting Balthier. Not Balthier, damn it. Getting all my names screwed up. Vossler couldn't trust Bosch either. He's eventually, at this point, I guess, learned to trust him a little bit more. Maybe he still doesn't, but he at least gets the idea that he could be a very useful person. Plus, you have to think, at that point, that everything that had been going on, what point would there be in Bosch still pretending to be a traitor? It didn't really make any sense. And even if he had gone and killed the king for the purposes of preventing Dalmasca from surrendering, at least it shows that he's loyal to the country and he hates the Empire. And at that point, he could still be useful. Which is why he says to Ash, traitor or no, you still need him. I avoided killing that dog earlier because I wanted to maintain the chain level. Someone's poisoned. Ash doesn't have enough MP. She can heal the poison, but she doesn't have enough MP to do it. Oh, Valtyr's down. Oh shit, these guys just keep coming, don't they? Wow. I'm sensing a potential problem here. Kill this guy and then we'll move. Do you have anything to take? We want to go that away. Damn it. No, Ash. What's wrong with you? And let's throw a Phoenix down the Valtyr. These Imperial guys have some nice toys. A lot of big ships and powerful weapons and stuff. Okay, that's definitely the wrong way. I should have tried running through the door that the soldier came through. Jeez, I tried running in the opposite direction. For some reason, that didn't work. These guys are chumps. We're gonna do a lot of killing on the way out of here, aren't we? Okay, this is the... Okay, I gotta go this way. Of course, there are some guys waiting for me that way. Chain level 29! Now, I've seen the chain level... Oh, look at that, that's nice. I've seen chain levels go as high as like 500 or something like that. And that's... You'd have to put through a lot of effort to do that. And if Vossler manages to kill that Mastiff, then it's gonna be... Damn it! What's wrong with you? It's trying to maintain that. I'm guessing if you wanted to get that high of a chain level, this is really where you'd want to do it, because you can encounter a lot of the same enemies. And that could be useful. Okay, he's dead. Let's see. You gotta figure your way around here like a maze. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Damn it, Vaughn, cure yourself. I guess I never set the gambits up for him to do that kind of thing. Even though Vossler is a complete badass, he's still gonna lose if you don't support him, because he doesn't have any gambits set up to heal himself. And all that kind of stuff. For a character like Ash, like I was saying before, you want to go and give her, like any character, you want to give her a weapon that sort of complements the way that she fights. Now, she has a reasonably high attack level, high strength rating, so she can attack pretty hard. So you want to use a weapon that calculates its damage based on her physical strength. But she also has kind of a low defense rating, so it kind of messes up the idea of having a melee weapon. Now, the one-handed sword and shield combination is a reasonable choice, because it increases her evade stat and she can block attacks, so she doesn't take as much damage. But I feel like it's best to really give her a ranged weapon. Now, don't give her a gun, because remember, a gun doesn't calculate its damage based on the character's strength. It's all based on the weapon stats. So, I would give her something like a bow and arrow. It's a very useful weapon. It's based against damage on the character's strength. I ran the wrong direction. Ah, what a dumbass. I gotta go this way. It can do damage based on the character's strength, and it keeps her away from the damage, because the best armor is being out of range, just like some other characters are useful for that kind of thing, too. Okay, we're back up to 11. There's a lot of hallways that go absolutely nowhere. Seems like kind of a waste of space, doesn't it? Either way, it works. I mean, I haven't seen us enter any rooms of any sort of function. It's all just been this weird, kind of hallway into hallway thing. I guess gameplay-wise, that kind of makes sense. And I guess it's easier to program an environment that has big empty areas rather than smaller rooms full of stuff. Also, small rooms, I'm guessing, with this trailing camera that can adjust like this could potentially cause some issues with us. Like, look what happens when I move the camera too close to the wall. If the walls are all so close together, that could make it difficult to control the camera. Son of a bitch. Kill him. Okay, I'm pretty sure from this point forward it's going to be all areas that we had been to before. We had taken the long way back. I guess we kind of had to. Yeah, here's where we are. We gotta go, oh, look at that. Some gears in here. That's something we have to do? Treasure chest. Gotta love them. There's a control panel. I can't remember if you need to do anything there, but I'm gonna push some buttons over there. This Vossler guy does vicious damage. Look at this, what happens. Watch him hit this guy back there. 189. Even Balthier with his weapon here and his high attack power is doing like 150. Okay, I guess we have 60 seconds to... Maybe we have 60 seconds to kill all of the enemies that are on screen or something. I don't know. Is that how it works? Let's see if that's how it happens. Okay, one down with 40-some seconds to go. We're good. Oh, level up. Very nice. Alright, we've already been down that way, so we're gonna go back up the stairs and try to escape the way we had come in. Maybe the alarm reset. I can't remember exactly what that does. I think the alarm reset might just be a, like, this is how long you have until the alarm starts going off again and enemies start chasing after you. That might be it. So ideally you'd want to get as far as you can before the alarms start going off again. That's what I'm thinking might be it. Hello?
It's okay. We're okay.
Geese knows you've escaped. You must hurry. You are Captain Azalus. You will follow me. We must reach the airships before they do.
You would let us leave knowing who we are?
Lady Ash, I will lead you to the airships. They will take you to the Ark. 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 They will take you By all rights, you ought not even to exist. That you and Captain Ronsenberg were made to appear dead is like a hidden thread laid bare. Your actions hereafter will pull at that thread, and we will see what it unravels. This is our chance. We must see this through and get to the bottom of it. I believe 'tis for the good of Dalmasca and the good of the Empire.
Very well, then.
Thanks, Lamont.
I must apologize. Penelo, for you. May it bring you good fortune.
Thanks.
Let us go.
Okay. We just lost Vossler, unfortunately, and gained Penelo. I know, not really a good trade-off. So let's get Penelo into the party for now. Remember, she's gained a few levels since the last time we were there. I think her levels are based on, like, an average of the other characters. But, I'm pretty sure she's still gonna have some shitty weapons. Dagger, no shield. Crappy armor, so it's not really a good idea to have her here. But we got the manufactured Nethicite. When you equip it, it silences you. Just like the... Well, it doesn't, The Goddess Magicite lowered your MP to 0. This silences you, same effect. But this also halves your damage from all of these different elements. So that's quite useful, but I'm not going to equip it because I want her to be able to use magic. There goes the alarm again. I gotta head north. Ah, treasure chest. Now it appears as though our little friend Lamont, or should I call him Larsa at this point, seems to think like, oh, something's up. Both Bosch and Ash should have been dead. The fact that they aren't says something really screwy is going on. And he wants to know what that is. So he is willing to, in a way, betray his own country and his family to find out what that is, because he thinks things potentially aren't all that they seem to be.
Such a great shame. I must confess, I thought you the one who would help us restore peace to Dalmasca. No matter, we hold the proof of your royal lineage. A maid of passing resemblance will serve our purposes now. As for you, my dear, the Empire requires you no more!
What was that?
The Nethicite.
Your Majesty does not disappoint. Ever quick to spurn an honorable surrender, as was your father.
You know nothing of my father!
Boss battle time! Okay, we're gonna be fighting Judge Geese. Unfortunately, these characters I have here are kind of useless, so I'm gonna swap out, at the very least... Oh wait, she's in the middle of an action. I'm gonna... Shit! Taking some hard hits there. Penelo's the only one that doesn't have any sort of status effect on her. She's useless in a fight though, right now. If I had brought some better weapons and armor along, maybe she could have been useful, but... Can't get rid of her, can I? Perhaps I have to wait till she's unconscious. Perhaps maybe I can get rid of some of these extra soldiers here in the meantime. Kill them! Okay, both Penelo and Ash are down. Let's bring out the... Ah, jeez. Bosch is still has slow stat. All these characters are ganging up on Vaughn. Especially, seems like bad for him, considering he's slowed and can't really do any damage. Oh, Bosch is blind on him too. Oh, that sucks. He's the only one that can, oh wait, hold on. Vaughn can, cure the blind at very least. Go ahead and do it, bro. We need him kicking ass. There we go. Balthier's down. And Fran is a fresh character, so hopefully she can do us some good. Oh, Bosch is down too, damn it. Phoenix down. That should get rid of all of his status ailments. Somebody kill! Geese is chasing after Vaughn. Oh, jeez, this is not the honorable fight that I would have liked to have seen. Bosch is about to go down again. I think I might want to use a remedy on Vaughn. This slow stat is really screwing me up. Where's the remedy? I don't have any remedies? No remedies. None at all. That sucks. Well, let's, oh, jeez. He was immune to that fire damage. Let's get rid of that swordsman, we should be okay. Alright, we're good. It's like Vaughn's slow stat has faded away, too. And we should be good now. Just gotta keep my characters... Shit! That was unexpected. Let's get Fran out of there and... Balthier back in. As long as I can keep the... as long as I can get enough Phoenix Downs out before Geese goes and takes Vaughn out, we should be good. There we go. Now the only character with any MP left, he's gonna have to cure. If he keeps chasing Vaughn around, we'll be in pretty good shape. Take him out now! Oh, he's gonna be... Shit. Get away from him. He's about to cast some magic. Looks like it's an area of effect spell, so as long as you can keep away from him as he casts it, you should be okay. Ah, he cast Shell and Protect on himself. Now, that kind of thing can cause some problems with the kinds of weapons that we have equipped, because it lowers your attack power. If I were to bring somebody like Fran back into the group, shit, he's gonna do it again. Okay, I'm gonna bring Fran back into the group only because she has the gun and she'll be able to stay far enough away to avoid his long-ranged attacks, or his area of effect attacks, like the arrow spell. Also, she has a gun, so her damage that she puts out will not be negated by the barrier that he has up. Of course, I still have to worry about the amount of damage that she's going to be able to put out. 70. I guess that's reasonable enough considering the situation. Ah, no cures. It's more power than Vaughn, less than Bosch, still. He's almost dead. Oh, there we go. We won.
We've secured an Atomos. Come!
An Atomos? All skiff, no ship. Hardly fit for a leading man.
So I can fly it then?
You mad? Can't we go faster? Not yet. Hasn't gone too fast that I've noticed.